Welcome to a wild ride. It was week 4 of The Artist's Way, and this week was all about reading deprivation, which I turned into media deprivation, which means no social media, no TV, no reading, basically no consumption at all, which was tough, but important. Let's talk about it. And for those who are new here, welcome. My name is Mika, and I'm on a mission to rebuild my creativity. So I'm excited to have you join me on this journey. And this week was very ironic, actually, because I bought 2 books. I was going to finish the 5th book of ACOTAR from my Kindle, and I also had planned a movie date with my friend, so had to cancel all of it. But it was so worth it. We'll talk about the morning pages that we did, the artist date, and also activities and final thoughts. Let's jump into it. I think the morning pages are finally starting to work for me. They're starting to feel pretty meditative, to just get all my thoughts, just brain dump and journal in the morning. It's helping me just work through all of the to-dos that's usually in my brain that I'm just logging every once in a while. I just write them all down. And also I'm starting to see some complaints come up over and over again, and it's making me realize what those are, and I'm starting to actually work through them and do something about it instead of me just writing them down constantly. So it's feeling like it's finally doing something. So I'm excited about that part. I also just feel really grateful for them this week because it helped me process a lot of things that was happening because I couldn't consume anything, and it was pretty hard. There were a lot of feelings that were coming up in the process, and the journaling really helped with that too. I had a really hard time choosing my artist date this week. I'll give you some of the ideas that I had as you're planning your own dates. I thought about going to a library, which for obvious reasons I couldn't do. And my second idea was going to a museum, but the past few weeks and I think all the stress of everything just caught up to me, and I ended up getting sick this week. Really great timing, as I'm not supposed to consume anything or watch anything to be distracted while you're sick. But anyway, I didn't have the energy to go to a museum, and I thought about potentially going outside to sketch, but instead, I ended up doing a picnic, and I pushed it to Sunday. I was pretty recovered by then, still wanted to get some fresh air, and I brought my crochet things with me. I brought an iced tea, I brought some snacks, and it was just so relaxing to get to spend time outside. It was still warm, still summertime, and I just had a really relaxing time. I hadn't really done something like that, like done one of my art or crochet projects outside, so highly recommend just getting some fresh air and doing something fun like that. It was definitely one of my favorite artist dates. This week was tough. Cutting social media, TV, reading, just consumption in general, cold turkey like that was a lot. But there are certain things that I did that made it easier, and there are certain parts that were really tough that I'll share in case it's helpful for you as you're considering either social media detox or going through week 4 yourself. On day 1, I was super excited. It was like the honeymoon phase. I was prepared to just let everything go. I actually installed apps on my phone to block social media so that I don't get tempted to go in there. And I put all my remotes away just so I don't have that in front of me. I also made a few lists of things that I wanted to do so that if I ever get caught in that cycle of just wanting to consume to pass time, I could go to that list and do one of those things that I had listed as one of the activities that I would potentially enjoy. So I did do a few things that were really fun that day. I went to get ice cream, I did some doodling and things like that, and that was really fun. On day 2 though, I started feeling the withdrawals. I was feeling definitely more tired. I was very stressed with work, and I had none of my dissociative coping mechanisms like TV or social media. And I think that was a really tough day in general. I just didn't have the energy to do much that day. So be kind to yourself on day 2, because right around day 2, day 3 might be where some of those feelings might come up for you. Day 3 or 4 is right around the time where I got sick. I think just the stress of all the weeks compounded and caught up to me. And I really didn't have energy to do anything on the list that I had originally planned. So in that case, if you're having just some really tough feelings, you're having fatigue, or you got sick like me, what really helped me is finding a really low energy activity to do. And for me personally, that was diamond art, because I didn't really have to use my brain much, and it was very just low energy, low effort. And I loved it because I could just have music, just very calming music in the background, do the diamond art, and it just feels like a good way to pass time, sit with my thoughts, and just help my body relax through everything that was going on. Around day 5 or 6, I started feeling better, and I was able to go back to the list that I made before and tackle some of the things that were kind of in the back burner. And it's funny because I actually wanted to do them just as a way to just fill more of the time, because there was so much time in the day that I wasn't spending consuming. I ended up doing a beanie for my fiance's mom. I ended up making banana bread. I was also feeling very intuitive throughout the week and having urges to do things that I know I should do, that I have been pushing off for months on end. Like, we had a donation pile that I've been wanting to finish up and drive to donate, and I just have been procrastinating on it, and we're able to do that because there was so much time that just suddenly opened up. That said, I did have moments throughout the week that I still slipped. So if that happens for you, still be mindful, be kind to yourself. It happens. I had some moments where I was in the office, and I cannot tell you how I ended up on social media, but it was just subconscious, completely automatic. Even with the apps, I just entered a code and I found myself on social media. And when I became suddenly conscious or aware again, I turned it off. But I think what helped is I was noting when those times were happening and what was going on before. So I realized it was basically a stress relief for me to do that. And instead, I found other ways to navigate through it, either doodling something, or if I was working from home, I could go and do a little bit of my diamond art really quickly, or go for a walk or something like that. So pay attention to those moments where you either slip or you want to slip, and realize what's going on and what are the feelings coming up, and try to find other ways around it. It is a hard week. It's a lot of feelings to work through. Just going cold turkey like that is not easy. I am happy that I did it. I'm happy that it's over. I'm happy it happened. Also, the journaling really helped process some of those thoughts and feelings that were coming up. I will definitely say that I would recommend doing something like this, doing deprivation or detox of some sort like this, because it helps to kind of wipe your mind of everything else. You have to sit down with your thoughts. You get a lot more things coming at you, processing in your brain, because there's just time to fill, so your brain fills the time. But you also get urges to do things that you might have pushed off for a while. Some tips that I have, if you do want to do this, definitely make a list of things that will make you happy, that aren't consumption related, that you could do. Because when you're deep in those feelings, you might not have the mental energy to even think about those things. So make a list for yourself before. Be kind to yourself throughout the process. There might be slips that happen. Just know what happened, what's going on, and try to redirect yourself. I am still working on that, not being super critical, but especially as I'm going through, or you're going through all those feelings, it's important to just give yourself a little bit of peace in your mind too. Find some low effort activities that you could do and that don't really require much of your mental energy. If you're feeling low energy levels throughout the week, you can go to. Actually, also make a list of things that you want to do after, or you could do that during the week. Just write out afterwards, I want to do this. I want to have something to look forward to, I guess, after that week. Even if it's a book that you really want to read. I had the 2 books that were just sitting there that I was so excited to read, and it kind of gave me energy to get through the week in general. Stay strong. It is so worth it. I definitely feel a lot more at peace. I feel a lot lighter. I feel a lot more intuitive. I think it's worth it, even though it was a tough time. But once I got through it, I think there are just a lot more ideas that are coming in my brain. I'm feeling a lot more creative, a lot more energized. So I would definitely recommend doing this. Right, well, thank you everyone for sticking with me through this week 4 recap. It was a hard one, but it was worth it. And I'm so excited to see what comes for the next couple of weeks. I will keep posting videos on how weeks 5 through 12 go, and I will keep you posted on that journey. Feel free to stick around, subscribe if you want to see that or any of the other creative things that I'm doing on the channel. If you like this content, please like this video, comment about your own experience or other things that you'd like to see. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!